Okay, folks, we're going to talk a little bit about arrows now. Now, the arrow I have here, this is a carbon arrow. I've made these myself. We're going to go over some of the components of the arrow. Of course, this is the tip of the arrow. This is a target point tip here. These are, of course, broadheads. Big difference. The number one thing about the ends, the tip of these two arrows is, this is broadheads, the working end of my hunting arrow for hunting game, and it is razor sharp. This is a target point. Those are the differences. The similarities, they're both the same weight. So ensure your target point is the same as your broadhead for practicing. And when you're practicing for bow hunting, have a spare broadhead with dull blades as a practice arrow. Really recommend that. Now, when it comes to arrows, there's three basic materials. You have wood, cedar, Sitka, things like that. You have carbon arrows, and you have aluminum arrows. Pros and cons to each. I've seen some wood arrows that are built like, concrete. These are very effective. They are really strong, especially if they're footed, and that is putting wedges of wood, hardwood, into the bottoms of those arrows and footing them to make them stronger. And they can be incredibly strong. Wood arrows have that natural, traditional feel. They can be a lot quieter than carbon and aluminum as well, and they can be forgiving. Getting a matched pair is a little tougher, I find. Match set, I should say. So it's really important to get a good arrow builder. If anyone wants to get pointed in the right direction towards some really good custom wood arrows, I can do that if you send me an email after you watch this, and I can point you in the right direction. There's lots of great arrowsmiths out there. I know a couple personally that make great wood arrows. Why do I like aluminum and carbon personally for my own needs? They're stronger, a little more durable, and they last a little longer, in my opinion. I shoot exclusively carbons right now. My backup arrows are aluminum. Carbons I find to be not only consistent, they recover well in flight, right? But they're durable. That's the number one reason I like shooting them. I shoot a lot. I'm shooting all the time. And I beat up my arrows a lot. Whether I'm roving out in the fields, shooting for hunting situations, coaching people, carbon arrows are the way for me, right? Maybe not for you. Aluminum, they're the next best step up for durability, I find. They will bend a little bit, but they also tend to be a little bit cheaper than carbon arrows. So really, when it comes to arrows, the most important thing is get an arrow that you like, that you can shoot off your bow effectively. And remember, we talk a little bit about FOC, which is front of center, and weight. If you shoot a nice heavy arrow off your bow, like I said, if you shoot a heavy arrow off your bow that shoots well off your bow, it's going to absorb more energy, right? The bow is going to work more efficiently. You're going to have a quieter bow. You're going to have a bow that delivers more performance in your arrow because there's more energy from those limbs being transferred into that heavier arrow, okay? You're going to have a quieter bow set up for bow hunting. You're going to have an arrow that shoots better and has better flight, and it's really all about correct shot placement when it comes to bow hunting. All right? Walk with me.